All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have with us today Blue Ranch crew member Skill and Luck, and he's going to talk to us today about a strategy he's kind of been thinking about after watching one of my videos. Welcome, Skill.
Hi, thanks for having me. I just wanted to talk to you, give you a balance of what I'm thinking
Okay.
that might help. It's with the 2.5 system that you're incorporating,
Okay.
and with our $600 bankroll,
Yeah.
instead of having to decide of either a pass or a don't pass, I'm going to suggest to do a $50 uh, uh, um, both do and don't, do we don't
Oh,
to start.
okay. I've never really played that before, honestly, ever in
And
in real casinos. I've never done that, but I've seen
I
you
want to show
guys
you.
do it I've seen you guys do it in the tournament we've been doing here.
Right.
Okay.
And I want to show you why. I want to show you why,
Okay.
and the results and the reasons where it's a more balanced approach.
Do
When you do,
can I
when
ask you one more question because I've never played
yes,
it?
sir.
Do most
Yes, sir.
casinos allow you to do that?
Yes,
Okay.
the high majority do.
Okay.
I would say, well, I'd say about 80% do.
Okay.
There's some that don't, but the
Okay.
majority of them do.
So you're suggesting make sure you know what casinos allow it first. Okay, I got you. Because
Right.
I've never done
Yep.
honestly, I've never done that before. Okay, great.
Okay, so in this, it would be a $50 do and a $50 don't
Okay.
to start us out. And the reason being is because if you want to fight when your point is established and you want to fight that and have the don't, you were doing 150 on the don't
Yeah.
on the last video. So
Okay, so
what
you're
I'm
talking the
trying
2.5 from the don't. Okay.
Yeah. So what
Okay.
I'm trying to
Yep.
do is I'm trying to show you another way to get there
Okay.
for that proper balance
Okay.
of that 150.
Okay.
Okay. So so if let's go ahead and roll the dice
Okay.
and
Should I just randomly chuck them for the sake of the video?
sure,
Make
whatever
it
you wish.
so we can get more rolls in maybe?
Sure.
We got an 8.
Okay, fantastic. So our point's 8. Now, because our point is 8 and we've got $50 due and $50 don't, we have decisions to make. Number one, do we want to go against the 8 because it's easily made. So if you would, you're wanting to do you're wanting to have it pay 150, you would have to lay 125 on the don't. Now, if you compare that to if you just threw out 150 as
Yeah.
just a don't by itself,
Yeah.
on the come out,
Yeah.
the 7-Eleven is going to kill you like it did last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It can for
And
sure.
so
Yeah.
yeah, and it's very prestigiously linked to do that. Okay, so this is what's going to quote unquote get around that
So
problem.
you're thinking, so I got to
Instead of
lay
having 100,
175 to win 150, right?
you have to
Yeah.
you'll have to right
175. Yeah.
right
Okay.
because that's what's going to pay the 150.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just doing a comparison. If you threw because you're throwing out 150 just straight out as a flat don't. I'm
Okay.
just doing the comparison. So
Yeah.
mine doesn't lose on the come out where
Yeah.
yours does.
Gotcha.
Okay. But so now what is happening is that since we got a point,
Yeah.
it's I can do the 175 and the pain is not as great. We're still fighting the 8. We're still fighting the point. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can spread out like you normally do on your insides.
Yeah. I was spreading out the money I had invested. So now you're canceling these out. So we've got 175. I mean, we could do the 150 just like we've been doing, about
Exactly.
150. So it'd be 160 in this case because the point is 8.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And that's the beauty of that is that you're not fighting that 7-Eleven on the come out, but you still have the protection of what you want for the versus the inside. That's
Okay.
the balance.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's the
Oh
proper
yeah.
balance.
No. Basically, the come out roll is stress free.
Exactly. Except for now, the only thing that catches you is the 12. But everything else is a push.
I
So
guess you could even just throw a $2 midnight or a dollar midnight, if you just didn't want to get
yeah.
killed. But
I don't sweat that. I don't sweat the small stuff,
yeah,
with 50 and 50.
yeah,
And so,
yeah. No, I hear you. I understand. Sounds good.
all
Let's
right,
just roll. Let's roll this out. See what happens, Skill.
all right.
We got a 10. Swing and a miss on that one.
Yep.
We got a 6.
Perfect.
All right, so that's going to pay us 70.
Yep. Now you'd like to go and press. Here, I would just collect to keep the 70, as that's my personal preference. But that's up to you, and you like to press here, so it's up to you.
That's a good point, because it's really up to your personality. My personality, unfortunately, is go for it, and press and
But the thing is that if you go and press up there like do all the time, you have, and if the 7 comes on the next roll, you got nothing compared to.
I agree. Okay. So basically, the first roll, once the point is established, you're now sweating the 7 till you get a box number. If you don't hit the 2 hits, you have at least collected 70. You've got 70 back of your 175, and well, that's still a lot of money, isn't it? So we got what up here? We got 160. Wow, 160 plus 175. We got 335 bet. So we've at least collected 70 of that back.
Right.
So you're not taking as big of a hit. Yeah, I mean, if I hit one more box number, if I would have pressed, I could hit as much as 105. But
exactly.
This way, I'm still going to hit 70. It's really only $35 more, and I can see your point. I can definitely.
Okay, so
yeah.
So because you would only get 105.
Yeah.
And I would get 70 plus another 70.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, we pressed it. Yeah, but then we would regress and take all the profits back.
Exactly. After that second hit, we both agree to regret.
Yeah.
So So you're at 105, and I'm at 70 plus 70.
Yeah, so but I'm going to be but I'm going to be at 70 plus the 105 when I regress.
Well, yes, that's correct.
It's just a different perspective, because if I roll a 7 now, you're right. You've got 70 banked, and I got nothing. I'm
correct.
I totally understand. I mean, and if I just get to Vegas the first day or two, I probably should be banking as much as possible.
Okay.
Because we don't want a short trip. Yeah.
Right. You're wanting a stress-free, more. It's just a balanced perspective that I'm trying to show you that it helps ease you into stress-free zone.
Yeah.
So and that's what it is. For me, it's just keeping that proper balance as much as possible.
Yeah.
And so that's my thinking.
Let's go ahead and roll it out. Here we go.
Sure.
Ace deuce. We got a hard 10. Oh, no. Skill, we couldn't have planned it any better. 7. Unbelievable.
Okay.
So the situation came up. We lost a lot of money, but I would have lost a lot more. I would have lost 70 more than you.
Okay. So we get paid 150 for that, for the don't. And we lose whatever's up top.
Yeah. So what we lost up top is 160, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get our 150 because it was a 7. I was mentally thinking, here comes an 8, right? If an 8 comes, wow, what's going to happen?
Yes.
So when a 7 comes, we've counteracted it, just like if we did from the don't. If I would have did a straight 150 don't, but I didn't have to sweat like you said, the come out roll, doing it this
Exactly.
way. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the proper balance technique I'm trying to
Yeah.
show.
Interesting. Let's roll one more out, okay?
All right.
See what happens. Skill, that was 6 rolls right on probability.
And I still made a profit because I banked from the first time. You didn't, so I still made money.
You made, yeah, you got one. You lost 10, but you made 70. No, yes, you collected 70, but you lost 10 on that 7 out. Because we made 150 and I had 160 bet. So you profited $60 on that roll.
Correct.
I personally would have lost 10 plus skill. I would have hopped the 7s on that first come out. So I would have lost, if I was doing 50% protection, that would have been 555. I would have lost another 15.
Right, because you have just the flat 150 straight don't.
Yeah. And the hop 7s. So
right, and the hop 7s also. Yeah, so you're still that's all adding up. That you don't get any of that back.
For sure. Because I would have hopped the 7s, I would have lost another 15. So I personally would have lost 85 more than you. All right, let's roll it out.
Yes, sir.
Come out, roll. No sweat, stress-free. 8. So I would have already lost 15 hopping.
Correct.
So if you think about that, the extra you're putting out here on the odds is a quarter, because 175 you have to put for a 6 or 8, right? So
correct.
Really, I lost 15 already. It's kind of almost the same as an extra quarter. It's close, whatever. I just have crazy thoughts. Sorry, Skill, I'm talking out loud. Okay, so
no, that's perfectly great because they can follow along with that. Yeah.
So 175, we're gonna lay odds of 175. Don't 175, and we're gonna come up here. We do 10 units inside, not the point. So again, it happens to be the same point. So we've got 160 invested. Okay.
And the other option again is if you feel that if you feel that that the point is good for you, you don't have to go on the don't side. You can stay on the positive side. So you can, so it's however you feel.
I'm glad you said that, Skill, because it brings up another point, is that people say, well, you know what, I'm not really trying to make money on the pass line or the don't. I'm just trying to play my numbers, but I want to roll the dice. Well, you're not going to lose any money if you do the do-we don't, right? And
exactly.
You can still roll the dice, I think, right? You can do that at the casino, play both if you have the dice?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting. All right, let's just roll this out, see what happens here. We got a 5. That's one inside hit.
Excellent.
$70. And Skill, let me ask you this. We're going to bank it because that's what your video suggests today. But if you were going to press it, I just press it 30 on the 6 because it's easy. In this case, I kind of like going evenly across because you get better payouts. How would you press if it was you pressing?
I would prefer to keep them all, have everything paid equally as much as possible.
Oh, yeah. In the videos I've made with you in the tournament, I've noticed whatever amount you have, whatever number hits, it pays the same amount.
Exactly. So that's easy on the brain, and so it's easy to figure.
Okay.
So
okay,
it's just easier to have a good game plan.
Every time you press, you'll go up 1 or 2 or 3 units on every number the same amount. 1 unit,
That's
1 unit, 1 unit, or 2, whatever. Okay.
Right. That keeps that level the same. Correct.
Okay. All right, let's roll it out. So we've rolled the point of 8 and we've rolled a 5. So we need one more inside hit. We got a 9. We did it. All right. $70. So Skill, what would you regress to?
What is our table? What's our table minimum?
Oh, are you going to regress all the way to a table minimum?
No, I'm asking you. What is our table minimum?
That's a good question. Uh,
Is it 10? Is it 15? Or is it a
let's
quarter?
go with 10 in case somebody can find a $10 table.
Okay. So we've got out there, let's see. So probably, okay. So we could actually, what I would do is I would go 44 inside,
Okay.
And I would, I would take that now. This is another good point. Now, since we've already done that, we don't need those odds. We can make it a wash.
Okay.
And
So
and also
okay.
that comes back to us.
So now
then
you're
also-
playing with free money.
That's correct. It's stress free, baby. Because we already made our profit. We've made all of our money plus a profit, guaranteed lock in. So that's why we don't need that donut up there now, which is why the Dewey Donut is really, really a well balanced way to play for money management, in my humble opinion.
Okay. So you want to buy the point too?
You can either do true free odds, or you can place it. It's whatever.
Let's go ahead and we'll put 10 odds in the back because that would would just probably make sense. So we'll just do that for now. All right.
Yeah.
Let's roll it out. See what happens. We rolled a 9. Let's mark it. Dice out. Oh, we got a 7.
And that's perfectly fine.
1.
Because
2,
we made money.
4 rolls. So, Skill, we've had 6 rolls, and we've had 4 rolls. So you talk about average Joe shooter. 5 rolls average. So let's rack the 50 and 50. We started with 600, Skill. I know we're up.
Oh, yes.
If I would have said you're going to get 10 rolls and 2 shooters, average 5 per shooter, you're probably not going to make money, right? Sounds horrible. But you turned a profit today. And this is one take, folks. You guys know me. I don't edit. I don't redo videos. This is a one take video. 100, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 650. So we're up $50 already. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 58. 758 scale. Up $158 in 18 minutes. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a go for it kind of player because every time I play, it seems like what's true, I'm always on vacation. Like I'm in Vegas. I don't have a craps local casino. I don't have craps here in Arizona. No tables. So it's like when I finally get on a table, I happen to be on vacation because I'm not working. I'm there for quite a few days. I kind of have this, man, I'm finally here. I'm going to go for it, and I got to kind of shift that mentality, I think, for sure. All right, man. I appreciate you joining us today, Skill. Thanks a lot, sir.
Can I add one last thing?
Yeah.
On the point, the reason I was doing $50 do and $50 don't is because of the point. Now, and it's based on what the point becomes. If the point becomes a full, because I have to match that 150.
Hopefully everyone's still watching. So if the point was 4, Skill,
right?
What would you want to do?
You would have to. The reason I'm doing $50 do and $50 don't is because if the point becomes 4 or 10, I have to go and do 300 because the maximum that you can do is 6 times your on your don't is 6 times, and 6 times 50 is 300, and then so that's the maximum that you can lay, and the 300 pays 150.
Yeah.
So that's the reason is because I had to match your 150 for that pay.
Gotcha.
And on the 4 and the 5 and 9, it's I believe it's 2 1/4 to pay 150. Does that make sense?
Yeah. 300 would pay 200.
No, 300. I'm sorry. If the point is 410, you have to lay 300 to get half for 150.
Yeah, so
But
I'm
if the
just
point,
trying to think of 5.9. It's
but if the
2/3.
five, right, it's 2/3, right. So so if you want 150, it would have to be 2 1/4.
Half of
You'd have
that,
to-
we add 75, make it 2 1/4. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay.
So when the point is 5 or 9, then you'd be laying less than the full true odds, because 50 times, once again, 50 times 6 is still 300.
Yeah.
You don't need the 300. You only need 2
Yeah.
two and a quarter.
Would you
for the
ever
5 and 9?
would you ever do a hard way for protection?
Sure.
Especially the 4 and 10. If the point's 4 or 10,
I've got no problem with that. I've got no problem with that.
yeah, 4 and 10 to me, like there's 3 ways to get it. One of the 3 ways is a hard way.
Exactly.
That's just the way I look at the 4 and 10 when the point's 4 or 10. But
I got no problem with that. That's perfectly, that makes perfect
Yeah.
sense to me. I got no problem with that.
all right,
I just wanted
Yeah.
to just throw that out there. So if they're thinking, well, why is he saying 50? Why not 40? Why not 20? Because you don't have enough to take it full advantage to have it pay the 150 if you only do $20 due
Sure.
and $20 don't.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that they got that.
awesome. Thanks for joining us today, Skill. Thanks, sir. Thanks for the support to the channel, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.